Hello, Danhausen here. Danhausen here to let you know that you are watching Dre41 Gaming. They do video games of some sort. Who knows? Danhausen doesn't. But you're very nice, very evil, do time. And if you do not watch this channel, you shall rue the day.
What's up, y'all? It is your boy Dre41, aka Mr. 4K, aka El Fuego, Spicy Dre. And we're back playing one of the... Oh my goodness. This MAGAmaniac, this Goofy. Oh my goodness. Alright. We already starting off this episode stupid. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what this guy... Bruh. I don't care about you. Like, why are you in my face? You just got to get yourself over, huh? Look at this hot dog skin Goofy. Get out of here. Oh boy, I'm just trying to shine off my greatness, trying to come up off me. Come on, man, cut it out. I ain't even about that. And now look at Mr. Knees right here. Sorry. Shout out to Kevin Nash. But no, homeboy really think he about that life. Like, bruh, what do you want from me? Like, you just want to challenge me? You're gonna lose. But yo, the one thing I have to say, like, this is one of my favorite wrestling games, point blank period. Like, another, like, okay, if I only had two choices, and I think I said this before in the live stream, but if I only had two choices to play two wrestling games, okay, let's say three, right? Boom. It's gonna be Shut Your Mouth. Definitely gonna be Shut Your Mouth. It's gonna be Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. And I think the third one has to be, because I grew up like really watching wrestling in the Attitude Era. I know people are gonna say it's bugged out me saying this. It's gonna be WWF Attitude for the PlayStation 1. Now, I might cut that in half, right? Say WWF Attitude / WWE 13, because that's basically WWF Attitude or WWE Attitude Part .2, version 2.0, something like that. Those two games right there, honestly, was probably two of my favorite Attitude Era, because honestly, like, WWE 13 was like a love letter to the Attitude Era. You feel me? And I think like that game really embodied even like the look of the game and everything like that. Like, they really made sure that it like looked like an Attitude Era. Like, I enjoyed that. Like, that was something really cool. And I really like that game. I like both of those. I know some people are like, yo, I don't really like WWF Attitude because the controls are stupid. And I mean, you know, looking back at things, yes, the controls were fighting game controls. But the thing about it is it was just like, at that time, okay, well, you can sit there and say like the Aki games showed you that you can use like just one button controls for like grapples. Cool. But at the time it was Acclaim. Acclaim wasn't really popping like that as far as like innovation in a wrestling game. Like, they just kind of took the wrestlers and made like a 3D fighting game out of it, which it is what it is. And like at the time, it was because we were fans of WWF. It was just like we just learned how to play it, and I learned how to play it. And because I played it throughout the years, like, even though other wrestling games came out after that, like the SmackDown games, things like that, I still played WWF Attitude because it just had that era of wrestling that I just enjoyed the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just enjoyed it. But yeah, back to this game. I'm putting in work against Kevin Nash. He can't really do anything against me. Big Liger Bomb. I wish they do have the running one, but I ain't give it to him, so it's fine. And then I beat him with a come on. I didn't even do a finisher. Kevin Nash, extra regular. He can't. And of course I get jumped after. Of course, because why not? That kick to the ribs was the weakest. Oh, the MAGAmaniac. He's coming to help me, brother. It's because I'm wearing red. Oh my goodness, yo. Oh, get him out of here, bruh. Why is he around me? I don't want nothing to do with this guy. He just can't leave me alone. My goodness, bruh. This guy. This Goofy. Like, I guess we're gonna probably tag or some nonsense like that. I'm gonna find a way to get out of this. I don't wanna tag with him. I really don't. I don't want to tag with Hogan. I have zero interest in tagging with this man. I'm gonna be honest. Zero interest. But it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, also, if you're looking at this and you're saying like, yo, this looks a little different, like, I put a filter on it to kind of like sharpen the images because a lot of people on YouTube, like, they play it on emulators, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with playing these games on emulators. Like, to be completely honest, that's an okay thing. And honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. Honestly, I'm a little bit jealous, to be completely honest. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, well, you could download these on, you know what I'm saying, like, on your PC and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I could, but I don't want to. To be completely, I'm just being honest. Like, I don't want to. Like, I have the physical games. Like, I don't want two of the same thing, so it kind of doesn't make sense for me to do it. That's just, you know what I'm saying, how I feel. But, I put a filter over it just to sharpen the image a little bit because, I mean, don't get me wrong, look how good this game looks. Look how good this game still looks. And this game came out, what, 2002? 2002, something like that. Something crazy. I mean, yeah, like, so, honestly, for me, it's like, yo, this game stood the test of time. And which is crazy because, like, I grew up playing these Utes games. And it was like, to me, at the you know, a couple of years ago, up until a couple of years ago, I felt like Ukes knew what they were doing when it came down to, like, developing a wrestling game. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Because AEW Fight Forever, I'm not gonna say it's garbage. It just didn't hit. It didn't hit. Like, I downloaded it, I played it a little bit. I didn't even play through the story. I need to unlock everybody. Eventually, I'm probably gonna get back on that game. It's just gonna take a minute for me to, like, be able to get, like, antiquated again with the controls. And I don't know. I felt like it was like they had such a new product, a new IP. You know what I'm saying? It was a developer who's known for wrestling games. And it's like they dropped the ball. Like, I don't even care if they said they rushed it, right? Because let's be honest, they didn't make no new engine from the jump. They didn't make no new engine, dog. Like, you see, like, movements and animations that are in WWE games right now. So, like, skip me with all that. Oh, they started from scratch. No, they didn't. Like, come on now. But I think what they should have did, I don't think they should have rushed the game, to be completely honest. They should have had I'm pretty sure they had a roadmap of, like, what they wanted. I just feel like, no, they weren't ever gonna, like, first game out be, like, the same as WWE games. They weren't. Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, they're never gonna pull that off on the first game. But I think that what they could have did was, you know what I'm saying, get a good foundation, and I don't think they did that. I mean, it's like car mode was, like, thrown on. Like, I felt like they didn't even really plan to have it in the game, and then they were just like, you know what, throw something in there. Like, honestly, like, car mode is so bad, I'd rather them not even have done it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'd rather them not have even done it. Like, don't even put it in there, because it's less than bare bones. It's just because bare bones, I felt like have more options. They could have just did, like, edit the in-game wrestlers and have more options with that, like different attires. I would have been okay with that rather than the bare bones nonsense that they gave us. But regardless, I would have said give them more time. I would have said full entrances, because the 5-second entrance thing on next gen systems in 2024 is crazy work. Well, no, it came out in 2023. It's crazy work. That doesn't even make sense, dog. Like, are you serious? Like, we can't get full. Like, this game came out 20 years ago, and it got full entrances. And you mean to tell me they didn't have the time to do full entrances? And the best aspect of it is, oh, you can control the pyro. Man, I don't give a fuck. Bruh, I'm trying to see presentation. Why would I want to control the pyro? Is it an okay feature? Sure. But I'd much rather not. I don't care about controlling pyro. I don't care. I remember in one WWE game, I want to say SVR 06 or 07, when you come out with the WWE Championship, the spinner, like you can control when it spins. Like, it's stupid, but it's there, you know. You don't have to use it, but it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like I rooted for AEW games. Like, I rooted for Fight Forever, yo. Like, I was the guy on here damn near every other video saying, yo, I trust the process. I believe in them. I know they can make a wrestling game. These are the guys. And I don't know, like, what happened, or I think the biggest thing was, it was just like, bro, the controls are just not great. Like, they should have never said to them, I don't think they should have ever said anything about, like, making it like an Aki game, because one thing people can't seem to forget is the Aki games play better on the Nintendo 64 controller. The controllers we have current day are not N64 controllers. They're not. So it's all the button mapping is just going to be weird, because a Nintendo 64 controller has more face buttons than controllers today, and they had less shoulder buttons. So it's just like when you try to say you're going to make a game play like a game from 20 years ago, it's always like, I don't know if that's even a good idea. I truly don't. I don't know if it's a good idea. But regardless of that, I feel like they overall had a good gameplay. I just think the controls are ass. I honestly, I don't like the I don't like the controls in WWE 2K games. I do not like the controls. Like, I don't even enjoy it. Like, it makes me not even enjoy the game when I don't like the controls. That's why I could play this game and not play it for a year and jump back on it, no problem, because the controls were easy enough to pick up and play. Now with these 2K games, it's like you could button mash and just win. You could press whatever you want. You don't believe me? You could, up, down, down. When they was having people play the game, they was button mashing. They set it up to where you can button mash and win. Let you get on this game right here and try to button mash your way to a victory. You're going to lose. You are going to lose expeditiously. You're going to lose with the quickness, because you can't do that. I wish that, honestly, like, 2K would really get to the point where they would take the community's input as far as controls go and kind of revert back, I want to say, because it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, the controls for 2K19 I feel like were the best. Like, this combo system thing that they got in 2K now is dumb. It's dumb. I don't like it. The grappling system is dumb. The Irish whip system is dumb. You got a collar and elbow tie up to do an Irish whip. What type of, like, that's the I've never been to a wrestling show in my life where wrestlers initiate an Irish whip off of a collar and elbow tie up. I've never seen it. Can somebody please show? Like, I know, like, when they start a match, they do the collar and elbow tie up. You feel me? And they, they're like two bulls locking horns. A test of strength kind of a deal going on. But, like, to initiate that Irish whip off of a collar and elbow tie up, they usually, one wrestler forces the other one either against the ropes or against the turnbuckle. And then that's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you can, like, start an Irish whip or whatever. But it just doesn't, in my mind, it doesn't make sense. And also, to reverse the Irish whip, I don't know. It's just so weird. It's something that's glossed over, man. And it's like, I don't know, my hype for these 2K games are just floundering. And I think that's the reason why I had so much hope for I had so much hope for AEW. I had so much hope for them, but I don't know. They fell short, man. They fell short. The roster wasn't as big. It was really outdated. I don't know. I just it's so weird. I expected more from them, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Like can't do nothing about it now. I mean, the game is done. They're probably gonna go to WB Games or NetherRealm or whatever they're gonna go to. I don't know. But they own the rights to the engine, so that's cool. I don't know if another developer would even try to like add on to it. I mean, it's a good base. It's a good base. I would just say set the game up. First off, like the disrespect with some of the models, like you can tell they put effort in some and not the others. They definitely did that. But I would say make sure the roster at least $150. The roster got to be like 150 at minimum. Roster got to be at least 150. And I would have to say you got to have a good call mode. You got to have a good story mode. You have to have more matches. Are you serious? Have more matches, dog, and full entrances. Like, don't ever treat me like a goofy for a full price game, a full price wrestling game, and you don't have full entrances. What? You acting goofy? Like I can't do that. I'm sorry. Like that's dumb. Like that's dumb for real. So I'm not doing that. I'm cool on that nonsense. But yeah, I mean it's just basically like I feel like the next game should be better. I'm not gonna say it will. Because if they do mess with another developer, which I feel like they are, I don't think they're going back to use. The new developer is in uncharted territory. They're in uncharted territory. And it's like people say, oh, EA, hell no. EA don't need it. Hell, even 2K didn't need a wrestling game. I'm going to be honest with you. If it was up to me, Ukes would have kept the WWE franchise. I'm so serious. Like, Ukes would have kept it. THQ would have still, you know what I'm saying, been handling their business right. And in my perfect world, THQ would have still been publishing. Facts. Because I'm telling you, man, like, yo, these man, I don't know. I just think like this whole thing is just whack. For real. I feel like it was just, I don't know, it was just, I don't know. I just say, like, at the end of the day, we got what we got, but I feel like 2K could do a better job with these wrestling games if they actually listen. I don't even know, like, who makes the decision on the controls. I would love to have a conversation with them. Like, not even playing, like, and like, ask them, like, yo, talk to me about the decision on, like, the controls. Talk to me about the decision of putting, like, a card collecting game where you have these alternate egos or alternate attires for wrestlers that are locked behind this one mode. And call parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like it. Because it forces you to play a mode that you never even really wanted. And I get it. It's because they put it in the basketball game. So they was like, we're going to put it in the wrestling game too. But I don't think it's needed, to be completely honest. But they'll never take it out. They're going to try to make monetization. They're going to try to monetize the hell out of that mode. But you only get a certain amount of people. I don't think you're going to get NBA 2K numbers. Definitely not going to do that. So, I don't know. To me, I think it's a bad move, and I don't like it because mainly in wrestling games, it's like you gotta play through the story to unlock everything, and that's kind of, what I like. So, I don't know. I feel weird that they got this mode where it's like trapped behind it. Like, for instance, boxing gloves are in the game, but you gotta go through what is it, My Faction to unlock them? Bro, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not for but bro, First off, call parts should never be locked like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you got to play through my, my career, what is it? I forgot what they call it. My wrestler, whatever. My career, whatever they call it. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go through that and you unlock it, that's cool. But it's just like, bruh, like, man, I just want the boxing gloves. Muhammad Ali should have boxing gloves, damn it. It's so weird. Like, 2K is so odd. And then they did this goofy thing. I know people don't remember this, but in 22, they had good sneakers, and then they put out a patch to remove all the good sneakers. And I'm just like, bruh. Oh yeah, y'all acting different. Okay, bet. Like, they took out all the sneakers, and now they got all like bootleg, like the Nike ones. But it's funny because they still have some, but it's like, I guess they got in trouble. Like, they had some good Nikes in there. They had the Uptowns, they had some Jordans, they got some KDs in there. They had the Nike mags in there for Kushida. It was tough, and then they goofed it, bruh. They goofed it, and it was just like, bro, y'all some offies. Like, y'all scary. Y'all mad scary. Like, I can't mess with y'all. And that's another thing. Like, the sneaker game in it is just trash. It's trash. But yeah, like, let's forget about that. We playing this game. Big clothesline. Let's hold that. Let's change up the whole subject. For real. Oh man. But here's the thing. I did a live stream, and I don't know why. It's just, I haven't done that many live streams, and that's on me, man. Like, that's really on me. And I feel like the problem is, it's mainly because my live streams always end bad. Like, it never continues the live stream. Something always happens. Something goofs, and the live stream just stops working. And I don't understand what's going on. Like, I really don't. I do not know what's going on. I have not defined this idea, but I don't know. It's whatever. And now I'm just going. I want to beat up Hulk. I want to beat up Hulk Hogan. I want to beat up RVD, but it was just like, all right, let me just get the win, get it over and done with. I need to get out of this tag team with Hulk Hogan. Like, I don't want to be with the MAGAmaniac. I really don't. And I know you don't want no politics. I don't want to team up with him for obvious reasons. Like, I just don't. Like, he's not a good person. He lies a lot. My goodness. Like, talk about living the gimmick. Like, in his mind, Joe, his perception of reality is nuts. Like, I can't even pretend to know what goes on in this man's mind. I can't, but his world fell apart. Think about it. His ex-wife left him for a younger dude. His daughter dates black men. He hates that. He really hates that. And his son is a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, WWE disavowed him. They excommunicated him. He was persona non grata for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? He had to go to TNA, which I know was like some bottom of the barrel nonsense. No, actually, he was in TNA when he left, which was some bottom of the barrel career move for Hulk Hogan. I know it was. But to be honest, there never was a time where I was